How important is sleep and stress management when it comes to your nutrition? What's up, Herbivores? It is I, Simba K. Akamaru of AkamaruVeganNutrition.com, and I am your vegan nutrition coach. And what an amazing time it is to be vegan. It's an amazing time. It really is. Now, to answer today's question, how important is sleep and stress management in your nutrition? The answer is very simple. It's very important. Incredibly important. Now, sleep and stress management are often two overlooked areas of the nutrition process, mainly because there's no caloric allotment, right? It's not a meal plan, it's not food, it's not a macro, things like that, right? And so a lot of times people don't always think about that as part of your nutrition, but it is. Think of it this way. If you're sleep deprived, you're going to have stronger cravings, you're going to be less in tune with your body's cues, and you're going to have a more difficult time making those good nutrition decisions. Right? It's much easier to go to the grocery store, to meal prep, or just to avoid going to restaurants or making impulse buys when you have more rest and you're less fatigued. If you aren't sleeping properly, also it's going to have a negative impact on all of the other areas and the other activities in your life. If you're on a nutrition plan or you're on some type of workout plan, you have an assignment, which is to get all of your food in, get all your energy in, and maybe to exercise, which to get the energy out, right? Those are your assignments for the day. Now, if you're tired or you're fatigued, then you're going to have a more difficult time trying to fit everything else into your life and those other two assignments, right? You can probably do this for a short amount of time, but over the long haul, which is what we're trying to build, is long-term adherence to proper dietary guidelines, it's not going to be sustainable, right? A lot of times when you want to get shredded or you want to lose weight or something, you want to do it for 30 days or 60 days or 12 weeks or 4 weeks or something like that. But when it comes to stress management and good sleep, you want to have good habits over your lifespan so that you're able to maintain healthy nutrition habits also over your lifespan. Some strategies to improve your sleep. First, creating a bedtime ritual or bedtime rituals, right? This helps to create a rhythm for your evening so that it has a flow. Your body knows that it's preparing for sleep. You can prepare your environment for sleep. It's good to have rituals, maybe create a schedule for yourself so your brain knows that this is time for sleep. You also want to keep your bedroom cool and dark and quiet, right? It's nice to have a good temperature in your room. You can always put a couple more blankets on if you're chilly. There's only so many blankets you can take off, or so naked you can be laying in bed and still warm and not be able to get good sleep. So try to keep it a cooler environment if you can. And also avoid caffeine and alcohol later in the day. Now, caffeine, ideally you don't want to have it any more than 6 hours before bed. So for example, if you have a 10 o'clock bedtime, you would cut off your caffeine intake around 4 p.m. Very simple. So whatever your bedtime is, minus 6 hours, and that's ideally where you want to cut that off. Another strategy for improving sleep is to engage in de-stressing activities prior to bed. And for example, that's a great time to journal. It's a great time to draw or color. Have incense, right? It's a great time to light some incense, right? To begin to kind of relax, cut out some of the lights, things like that. Also, you want to give up your screen time about an hour before bed. So, if you're going to bed at 10, maybe at 9, shut off the phone, shut off the tablet, and then switch to something else. I don't know if you're in therapy or not. If you are in therapy, your therapist probably tells you to do affirmations. It's good to do them in the daytime, but it's also good to do them in the nighttime to start your day with something good and end it with something good. Some strategies to help reduce stress in general. You may have probably heard of meditation and yoga. Sometimes yoga feels too unobtainable, or sometimes people have a problem with like the ideological part of yoga. But I would say stretching is an incredible thing to do for stress management. When you're stretching, you're getting grounded you're on the ground, right? So you're connected with the earth, and you're also just like getting connected with your body, and you're just releasing physical, literal tension, right? So stretching is an amazing thing that you can do. And if you have a partner or a close friend, stretching each other out in general, but also before bed is amazing. Some type of deep breathing practice, those are amazing. You can do that before bed or when you first wake up. Spending time in nature, the best we can in the pandemic right now, but try to get out in nature whenever you can. Breathing in that fresh air. Here I live in Minnesota. It's freezing cold, right? But feeling that cold air, it reminds me that I'm alive, and it does kind of help to calm me. And like, okay, I'm here as a human on Earth. It's amazing. And finally, trying to spend time with animals. If you are vegan, obviously you care about animals, you love animals, and you want to spend time with them. So hopefully that would be useful to you. All right. How important is sleep and stress management when it comes to your nutrition? It's incredibly important. When you're sleep deprived, you can't make good nutrition decisions. You want to be able to make good nutrition decisions for lifelong. Same with having positive sleep habits and positive stress management. One of the things you can do starting right away, create a bedtime ritual. Let your mind know it's time to wind down. And one of the things you can do to reduce stress is just start to stretch in a chair, on the ground, on a bus, on a plane. All right. Hopefully this was useful to you. And as always, until next time, keep grazing.